Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be fun. Hello, welcome back to Classics with a Quirk, where we talk about contemporary and luxury designer items and brands with a touch of silliness. This is the kind of content you find interesting. Please do like this video and subscribe for more of it. Thank you. It was just a few days ago that I was doing my utmost best to warn you about the upcoming Louis Vuitton price increase before the price increase actually happened. I was able to get out a video a few days before the 15th/16th when the price increase did drop. So a lot of you actually told me that you were able to panic buy or not so panic buy some items that were on your wish list. So I'm really happy to hear that. I hope that everybody who was trying to get stuff before the increase was able to get the things that they wanted. And for those of you who did not, I am really sorry, especially because a lot of the things that did go up went up by quite a lot. Some things did not go up at all that we thought were going to, and some things did not go up significantly, but there were definitely some pieces, several pieces that went up by a significant amount. I'm going to do my best to go through everything that I can as fast as possible and not inject too much opinion into this. Feel free to leave your own opinions down below, but if you'd like my opinion, I'm happy to make another video about Louis Vuitton price increases, what I think is and isn't worth it, and maybe how I feel about current price status, especially in terms of entry-level pieces. That's a video that I actually do want to make. But in terms of this video, there's a lot of stuff that I want to get through because I did try to get as many things as possible to track. So instead of too much opinionating this intro aside, I'm gonna try to just do item, what it was, what it is, etc. I did mostly just track bags and small leather goods for this price increase because that seems to be what was hit the hardest and also what most people were interested in. But as a side note, fragrances did go up about $20 to $40 per fragrance. Bandeaus also went up between about $15 to $20 per bandeau. And that's the silks, I mean. I also want to apologize because while I have these divided into like bags and small leather goods, I don't have them in any other order besides that. Like I don't have this in alphabetical order. I am sorry, I was tired. It's been a very busy week and I've also already put out like 3 videos and it's been a lot, but I'm going to try my best. I am trying to get this video out as soon as possible, but I know that I'm a little bit late in terms of everybody else getting this video out. But all right, I'm going to just stop babbling now and get to the numbers. All this is in USD, by the way, and I am glancing down because I have to reference my notes. First of all is the multi-pochette, which was $2,360, now $2,570. The Pachette Matisse in monogram and in reverse monogram both went up from $2,360 also to $2,570. And the Empreinte Pachette Matisse, which was $2,570, went up to $2,840. The bum bag, which was $1,900, has gone up to $2,030. And there was some discussion about whether or not the bum bag was going to be discontinued. It still might be. I haven't had a definite from SAs. They've kind of been saying, we're not sure either, but it still did go up by $130, so there's that. The Felicie Pochette, the regular canvas version, was $1,240, and that has gone up to $1,490. So a pretty big increase there. And the Empreinte Felicie went from $1,420 to $1,620. The Speedy B20, the new one in canvas, went from $1,890 to $2,030. And then I just got some numbers about the rest of the Speedy Bs. We were told by Japan that the Speedy Bs would be going up. That's what I referenced in my last video. The Speedy B25 went from $1,690 to $1,820. The Speedy B30 went from $1,740 to $1,890, and the Speedy B35 went from $1,800 to $1,960. And just so you know, the My Heritage Speedies also went up. The Speedy 25 My Heritage went from $1,760 to $1,890. The 30 went from $1,780 to $1,960. The Bandolier 25 went from $2,090 to $2,230, and the Bandolier 30 went from $2,150 to $2,300. So everything is going up. The Neverfulls, of course, we can't forget the Neverfulls. They did have a pretty significant increase. The Neverfull PM went from $1,620 to $1,960, so that's a lot. The Neverfull MM went from $1,690 also to $2,030. A lot of bags went up to $2,030, it's just an interesting fact. And the Neverfull GM went from $1,760 to $2,100. So at this point, the only Neverfull you can get for under $2 grand is the PM. The Neverfull My Heritage MM went from $20.90 to $2,440. And the My Heritage GM Neverfull went from $2,160 to $2,500. Oh boy, okay, the Alma BB went from $1,620 to $1,760. The On The Go MM went from $2,840 to $3,100, and the On The Go GM, these are both in the canvas by the way, went from $2,970 to $3,250. The Empreinte On The Go PM went from $3,100 to $3,250, so it's now the same price as the On The Go GM in canvas, and the Empreinte On The Go MM went from $3,250 to $3,400. A lot of you asked about the Vanity PM. I did track that. The Vanity PM went from $2,700 to $2,840, so an $140 increase. The key pulls were really hard to track because they kept disappearing off of the website. I don't know why, but I couldn't find a lot of information about the key pulls. I did get the key ball B45, the regular key ball 55, and then the key ball B50. On that note, the key ball B45 went from $2,230 to $2,440. The key ball bandolier 50 went from $2,300 to $2,500, and then the regular key ball 55 went from $1,960 to $2,170. The petite maul went from $5,500 to $5,700, $200 increase there, and creeping very close to $6,000 for the petite maul. And the papillon trunk went from $2,760 to $2,910. We're not even halfway there. The Palm Springs line. The Palm Springs Mini went from $2,300 to $2,440. The Palm Springs PM went from $2,430 to $2,570. The Palm Springs MM went from $2,570 to $2,710. And those are all on the canvas, by the way. The Nano Speedy went from $1,320 to $1,350, but that's the original Nano Speedy with the handles that are attached. The new Nano Speedy did also get a price increase, but then it disappeared off the website, so I couldn't clarify what the price increase was. So don't know why it disappeared. Like, I was trying to track it and then it vanished. So I don't know about that one right now. It's just fun. The Noe line. All right, so the Neo Noe MM went from $1,890 to $2,030. The Noe regular went from $1,880 to $1,960. The Petite Noe went from $1,580 to $1,690. The Noe BB went from $1,480 to $1,620. And the Nano Noe went from $1,320 to $1,350. So both the Nano Noe and the Nano Speedy went up by $30, which isn't that bad. The Denim Speedies, the Speedy B25 in denim, did not have an increase, and neither did the Denim Nano Speedy from what I could tell. The Denim Speedy B25 was $2,410, and at last check it is still $2,410. And the Nano Speedy in denim went from $1,760 to $1,760. So maybe because it was such a new release, it didn't go up in price. That didn't speak for some of the other new releases, but those seem to be safe as of yet if you can even get your hands on them. You did ask me about the Odeon, so I do have notes on the Odeon PM and the Odeon Tote PM. The Odeon PM went from $1,920 to $2,100, and the Odeon Tote PM went from $1,970 also to $2,100. The Capucines had possibly one of the largest increases both monetarily and percentage-wise. The Capucines BB, the regular version, the original base model that was $5,650 on February 15th is now $6,750, so it went up by $1,100. Yeah, that's it. The Capucines Mini, also the base model, went from $4,850 to $6,100. So even quite a jump. Quite a jump for the Capucines, both the Baby and the Mini, and those are the base models. The more expensive versions with different handles and different leathers and different accessories, those also all went up by a lot. I couldn't track like all 57 types. But the Capucines went up. If you were interested in the Capucine, then there's more to be paid for those. The double sit pochettes, some of you asked me to track those. So the double sit pochette in the Azure is $1,260 originally, and now is $1,350. The double zip in reverse mono was $1,300 and is now $1,420. And the Empreinte double zip was $1,350 and now also seems to be $1,420. So those are now the same price, the reverse monogram and the Empreinte leather version. Don't know why, but you're gonna pay the same for reverse monogram as you are for leather in that particular item. The Pachette accessoire, the SLG/handbag that everybody has been talking about for years, went from $1,050 to $1,290. It did achieve bag status as opposed to SLG status in the last year or two, so it no longer really counted as an SLG like pouch. Louis Vuitton did just count it as a bag now, which is why it's now costing bag money. So basically $1,300 for the Pachette accessoire, and when you consider the fact that you could pay just a little bit more for other actual bags, I don't know, I'd be really interested to hear about your opinion on the Pachette accessoire. Do you count it as a bag versus an SLG? Do you think that it's worth $1,300? Would you buy it new for $1,300 plus tax, or would you go pre-love for the Pachette accessoire now? I'd just be interested to know. I have my own opinions, as I said, but again, trying not to make this video too long and too difficult to edit. All right, so let's see, other SLGs. Well, I guess the Pachette accessoire doesn't count as an SLG. So now into SLGs. Starting with the one that I think everybody is talking about the most, the Mini Pachette. So the Mini Pachette is now $745. Yep. The Mini Pachette in December of 2020 was $365. In January of 2021, it went up to $445. In October of 2021, it went up to $540. And now, as of February 2022, it is $745. So December of 2020, barely a year and some ago, it was $365 and is now $745. That is a lot, and you're gonna be paying even more for the My Heritage Mini Pachette. So the My Heritage Mini Pachette was $725 and is now $925. So nearly $1,000 for a personalized Mini Pachette. Is that worth it to you? Like, if you could get your own personalized Mini Pachette for $925 plus tax, would you do it? I would love to know. I really would. I'm genuinely interested in how people are looking at these new price increases because, again, as I said, I have my opinions on it, and they're mixed. They're mixed, but I also have an opinion on what is and isn't, or what should and shouldn't be considered entry-level pieces now, just because of how the prices are now. Like, used to be that entry-level pieces were pieces that were reasonably priced or less expensive in comparison to other things, and then you could buy them and have a piece of the brand, and it was really cool. And the Mini Pachette used to be an entry-level piece. For under $400, that was reasonable. Even for under $500, reasonable. For almost $750 plus tax, or $925 plus tax, I don't know if I consider the Mini Pachette an entry-level piece anymore. Let me know if you want a video about that. I would be happy to make it. Let's move on to more prices. So, all right, so other things that people are talking about. The key pouch, which was $270, is now $325. And I did state in my previous video on the price increase that I was pretty sure the key pouch would go up. Honestly, the key pouch was priced pretty low relatively in terms of, or comparison to other brands that had the same type of thing, like Gucci's key pouch, although Gucci just had a price increase also last week. Gucci's key pouch was in the $300 range, whereas Louis Vuitton's was under $300, so now they're about level. They've leveled the playing field a little bit in terms of key pouches. The cosmetic pouch, the regular, went from $550 to $570, not that big of a leap. The GM seems to still be $675. I don't know why, but the GM didn't go up pretty significantly in the last price increase that it was affected through. It went up by like $110, so maybe that's why it did go up. I don't know. What definitely did go up were the Nice line. The Nice Mini went from $1030 to $1150. The Nice BB went from $1250 to $1290, and the Nice Nano went from $810 to $880, so $78 increase for the Nice Nano. The card holders also went up. There's a lot of card holders, but for instance, the card holder in the monogram reverse went from $220 to $265. The Victorine wallet went up also, but not by a whole lot. It went from $570 to $575, so not a big jump for the Victorine wallet, which is pretty good, you know, if you're interested in that. I kind of am, but we'll see. The 6 ring key holder, which is a staple piece for a lot of people, also went up significantly though, from $265 to $325. So you'll notice that it's now the same price as the key pouch, both of which are $325. The recto verso also went up from $590 to $620, so $30 there, not terrible, better than $70. The Empreinte recto verso also went up, but it went from $740 to $765. So again, not the worst. The Zippy coin purse went from $480 to $505, but the Zippy wallet is still $850. Now someone correct me if I'm wrong, but it was $850 before, and now it's still $850. So it doesn't seem to have been touched by the price increase. And you know what else hasn't? The Rosalie coin purse. I've been monitoring the Rosalie coin purse all day. It was $400 yesterday. It was $400 this morning. It is currently $400, and that's in USD. Other countries have said that the Rosalie coin purse has gone up, but I am not seeing an increase, so please let me know if you do, but that's what I'm seeing. It's kind of interesting to me that the Rosalie coin purse appears to have not gone up in USD, so it's still only $400 when most other things did, at least by at least $5. Hello, Victorine wallet, but other things that went up was the agendas. The small ring agenda, for instance, went from $395 to $450. The medium ring agenda is now $675, and I believe it was in the $500 and something range before then. And the large agenda, you know, the GM is now $920, so also almost $1,000 for the large agenda. That's a lot, but I don't know, is that something that you'd be willing to pay? Please, again, let me know if these are prices that you are willing to pay now or that you think are still worth it, because that is something that I would love to have a chat about. I am, just as a note, having some problems with my comments. They're appearing and disappearing on my like little board app thing that lets me answer them. So if I don't get to your comment or if I'm not getting to comments in these next couple of days, I really do apologize. I've been trying my best. I've also been really super busy and I've got a lot going on. So comments are kind of, I'm trying to do comments, but they're not the priority. So again, I apologize if I'm not getting to them. I'm trying my best, but YouTube is also working against me. So that's been fun. Final note on things that did and didn't go up though. The Kirigami set doesn't appear to have gone up. I might be incorrect as of making this video, it might be incorrect, but the Kirigami set was $745 and it is still $745, at least from what I've checked, and I've checked a number of different places. So yeah, it's still $745. Does anybody know why? Am I just missing something, or I don't know. It seems to be pretty reasonably priced considering the Kirigami set is 3 items and they can be used for a multitude of things, and no idea, no idea. I don't know. I certainly don't know about the inner workings of Louis Vuitton. I don't work for Louis Vuitton. This is all information I've gathered over the years, as price tracking is one of my very interesting, odd hobbies. I apologize for a more flustered appearance or video today. It's been a long day and also a long week, and I know that it's only like Wednesday. I hope that it's Wednesday when I get this video up, but it's only Wednesday and it's been a long week, but I'm trying my best here. And so yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you thought this video was interesting or useful, if not fun to watch. Please also let me know if you would like me to continue doing update videos about after price increases, because I do, again, try to give you price increase information when I hear that it's happening to kind of like warn you so you are ready or know what to expect. But in the event of after the fact, I know that a lot of different people on YouTube do after the fact videos, and if you think that mine are beneficial, I'll continue to make them, but they are a lot of time and effort. So if you don't think that I provide anything worthwhile or useful to you, please feel free to be honest and let me know, because I can not do them, and that's also fine. I just like to hear either way, because that would really help me going forth with more content that I continue to make for my channel. Also, let me know if you want to hear about the entry-level item like video opinion let's chat, because I would love to do that too, and I'm probably going to be making a video about opinions about increases also soon anyway. Just if you like this video, please do give it a like. It super duper helps the algorithm, and subscribe for more content because it helps the algorithm even more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.